good day, Tamers. Welcome back to some news with Geeta Swiftly, yours truly, Boulder Geeta Swiftly, and hope you guys are doing well. I know it's late, but work is long and tedious, and it pays the bills. And by the bills, I mean the wife pays the bills, and I pay for the house. So, let's get into this. Usual YouTube spiel. If you're new here, and you like news, and occasionally I do things that aren't news, subscribe. If you're a friend of the channel, and you enjoy what you see, hit the like button. It helps. YouTube likes it. I quite like it. The wife quite likes it. I'm sure the junior editor-in-chief quite likes it too, if he wasn't asleep and knows what actually is going on in life. Yeah, it helps everyone else. And for those of you who live in the UK, and to be fair, worldwide, if you want to shop around looking for some good deals on TCGs or board games, use Total Cards, and you can use the affiliate link Totally Agito at checkout or anywhere during your purchase festiveness, and get yourself a deal on already pretty good deals as they go. I think they're selling Pokemon stuff currently at like the lowest RRP in the UK. So for those of you who want to get yourself a bargain. Alright, news, Digimon, because we like Digimon here, and Digimon. So, I hate this already. Not because of what it stands for, just because specifically I wish it was a green card, because it needs more green in its life, so that way I can have the whole going from this into Grandis. So, Coco Agmon, rookie, inherited effect blocker. To be fair, I don't want that effect in green. I just wish this was a better card. Then we go over to the cool dude, which I believe is Datamon. Ultimate Virus Machine. All turns to Digimon can't be deleted by your opponent's effects. I actually really like this. It's also a 2-cost to Digivolving from a level 4. I'm not too sure how I feel about this like as an overall like game mechanic. I like the idea that you can have a piece on the board and you don't have to worry about it just exploding in your face before you can do anything next turn. I also like the fact that it's possibly just there so your opponent only gets like 1 memory or 2 memory, like keeps it low and cheap. I like the idea that black is always that one colour that has like this really weird like things are gonna be really cheap, and then like other sets go like, yeah, we'll bring in for different colours that have like low costs for like megas and other things. It's just the evolution of like what this thing does, which I do like, to be fair. Then we're gonna go over to today's rule. This was yesterday's. I thought it was just the 2 cards. You guys didn't probably want an actual 4-second video yesterday. Eletmon. I do like Eletmon. I think Eletmon's pretty cool. And he is a rookie, a data, he's a mammal, he's a beastie boy. And then inherited effect, when attacking once per turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. As much as I don't like minus DP as a mechanic, because it's a game mechanic as opposed to like things you can ignore, I quite like this. It's generally pretty good until you get something that goes like, oh, give it minus 2000, and then give it another minus 2000. And then, oh, don't forget when I Digivolved, you got minus 5000. That's when it gets tedious, but I don't mind this as a base. Then we also got revealed today Tokamon, who is this handsome rainbow looking boy over here today, with the inherited effect of your turn once per turn. When a card is added to your security stack, draw 1. Which you might think, security control doesn't really do much recovery on its own turn, and I agree, I don't think they do personally. But with cards like Hope of the Messenger and the new Patamon that was revealed today, you can see why this is actually being pretty good. So, sorry, Messenger of Hope. Main. Look at your security stack. One of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 6 or lower yellow Digimon card with the vaccine trait amongst them without paying the memory cost. Then, shuffle your security stack. If your Digimon Digivolved with this effect, you may have a Tamer, and you have a Tamer with TK in its name, recover +1 from deck. Security, you may play a Patamon from your hand or trash without paying its memory cost, then add this card to your hand. I like this. I think this is a generally good card, especially if you like they make a good Patamon to either Seraphi, or to be fair, we have seen like the really cool Goldramons. This makes sense where you can just like shoot it up and go like, bam, look what I can do now. Tokens everywhere. So I do like this. I'm pretty sure Goldramon is a vaccine type, so I'm kind of interested in this deck just because it's recovery as like a secondary thing, and not necessarily like your main goal is just to be annoying to your opponent. It's essentially like, let me loop my security to get the Digivolution that I want, drop some tokens, be a bad bitch, and then just be a pain for the rest of the turn, I suppose. And obviously, if you do Digivolve Goldramon and you pop the tokens, you then recover one again. Yeah, you can be a bad bitch. Be very good. Then we saw, what else did we see today? We saw this little thing in, I want to say a magazine. It could have been like a fold up from somewhere else. We got Joe Kido. We got the cool SR Gomon, which I think is actually a really cool card. I don't know how good. It's going to be really good in specifically the aqua, like Aquarian Fish Sea Serpent deck that's going around since like EX2 and like bits and bobs before and after. So it makes sense that this is going to be like one of those, hey, pop it out. You damn straight I will. And then we got EG Namasumi? I'm not too sure. Let me just check this out. And then we got Lugamon. So we have EG Nagasumi. Oh, I was right. It's Nagasumi. I literally read the first chapter of Seekers and then haven't gone back because it was so like boring, to be fair. From what I heard, they used AI to translate it from Japanese to English, so it's got like no substance in terms of like story development from like the translation. Or it just doesn't know how to translate from Japanese into English without like changing subtleties around. I don't know. Either way, Jokido on play. Trash one Digivolution card from under one of your opponent's Digimon. Makes sense. Joe does a lot of trashing security sources, especially since BT5. Makes sense. Your turn. When a card is trashed from under one of your opponent's Digimon, by suspending the Digimon, gain 1 memory. Great. So technically, this on your first play, as long as your opponent has a Digimon of a source, this is technically a 2-cost Tamer. If played by security, you know, you're just trashing a source isn't too bad. But, you know, I'm glad this is a your turn effect and not just all turns because, yeah, oh, you popped a security? All right, you just lost the memory. Thanks, Joe. Then we're going to go over to IG Namasumi. Security. Plays card about paying its cost. Good. I like that on my my Tamers. Start with your main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1 memory. I'm okay with that, yeah. I'm always okay with just gaining memory for gaining memory. Main. Mind Link. To one of your Digimon with the Dark Animal and SOC. Now, I know SOC is from Seekers, so forgive me, I can't remember what the trait stands for now. Is it Sons of like Chaos or Sons of like Carnage? I can't remember. I haven't read the thing for like months since it first came out. Place a Tamer under one of your Digimon without a Tamer in its Digivolution cards. It's pretty cool. And then inherited effect, all turns while this Digimon has the Dark Animal or the SOC trait, this Digimon gains Alliance and Blocker. I like that. I'm not going to lie, that's really cool. End of all turns, you may play 1 IG Namasumi from this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. Again, it's the idea essentially, pop it out at the end of at the end of all turns. Pop it out, start of your main phase, gain a memory because your opponent has a Digimon in play, do it all again, loop, 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 loop. I like it. We also got today, for those of you who really care, new Ace promo cards. Yes, we got 6 new cards. I don't know if they're all going to be aces. All we know is these 2 are aces. I find it strange if we get like a level 3 and a level 4 ace, and then like obviously these are level 5s. So for those who can't see or are listening to this as if it's an audio podcast, hey there, welcome. We've got Nightmon. We got Dark Nightmon. I don't think it's Skull Nightmon. So it's level 5, level 4. We got Morphmon, level 3, green or white, depending on what they want to do with it. Shardramon, which is Wormon's Digi Egg of Courage form. We've got Handsome Rusty over here, which looks much better over here. That's what it can do. And we have an Ace Diaboromon. Now, we can't really see what's going on here with Tyrannomon because no one's really looked into it. We'll probably get revealed like soon anyway, because I'm presuming this comes out with BT14, which is the end of June, I believe. So yeah, we'll know what's going on with these shortly. But Diaboromon we do know. So Diaboromon is Mega Unknown Unidentified. Hand counter Blast Digivolution. Your Digimon may digivolve into this card without paying the cost. Awesome. When digivolving, when attacking, you may play 1 Diaboromon token without paying the cost. Sounds Diaboromon. All turns, once per turn, when another Digimon is played by an effect, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 3 or less. For each Diaboromon you have in play, increase the maximum cost of the Digivolution card you can delete by this effect by 2. Now, I presume tokens class as Digimon. I'm never 100% sure, so I presume the Digimon can be tokens, and that classes as a Digimon. You're in a deck that already likes to poop out tokens, which means there's a good chance you've got like multiple Diaboromon tokens on the field already. You pop out a new one. You've then got like 4 tokens and like, let's say like 2 normal bodies. You pop in like something that costs 15. So what's that? It's like most level 6s, and I feel like some of the Omnimons are like 15. So you're popping a lot of things just as normal board state. So this is going to be really good. Ace Overflow -4. This goes send it from the battle area to under one of your cards. To places other than the battle area or under your cards. Lose 4 memory. It's not a terrible cost. I think that's pretty good. So I do think that's relatively fair, especially if you do get to pop swing quite early on in the game, or even if your ace turns up like a little bit later on, maybe mid-game, and you get to pop something that's a bit bigger, or you get to at least slow your opponent down for a turn or 2. We're going to quickly pop back to this picture because we're going to go to Lugumon over here. And that is a rookie virus, animal, X-antibody, SOC. I can't remember SOC, as I do apologize. Start off your main phase by placing 1 IG Namasumi from your hand or trash under this Digimon as its bottom distribution card. Get a memory. That's so good. Oh no, you popped my Tamer. So anyway, following turn, I'm just going to suck it back up and spit it back out. It's really cool. Inherited your turn once per turn when your card with Dark Animal SOC trait is played. Gained 1 memory. Yeah, I quite like that. That's pretty cool. There has been hints of what its ultimate's going to be, sorry. And that looks odd, but that's because it's on the Vital bracelet. So obviously sprites are sprites. I think it's a cool looking dude. I look forward to seeing what the rest of the deck does for this guy. I like the idea of like reverse hybrid. I guess it is where you already have the Digimon and then you suck in the Tamer. We got to think about it a bit more. And then I think last but not least today is Patamon. So Patamon's a pretty cool card. Does synergize very well with what we've seen coming from the rest of the other stuff, as well as good old Goldramon. Start off your main phase. Look at your security stack. It's always fun, right? This Digimon may digivolve into a yellow Digimon card with vaccine trait amongst them without paying the cost. The hell? Then shuffle your security stack. If digivolved with this effect, you may place 1 yellow card with a vaccine trait from your hand at the bottom of your security stack. Okay. Your turn, once per turn. When a card is added to your security stack, gain 1 memory. So, you've already digivolved, which means not only did you digivolve this turn, you're also getting a memory for digivolving for 0. So you've gained a memory technically. This guy's cheeky. So I've been thinking, like, is BT8 Angemon the best one to go into? Because on the following turn, you recover if you've lost a security stack, I think it is. People are going to have this like figured out by the time we get this anyway. But it's just really interesting to me, like, what they've done for like these different archetypes. So for those who don't know as well, the lead designer who was here for the first few sets left, I think, at BT7. I think it was BT7, or it could have been the end of BT6. And I think they've just been kind of like throwing caution to the wind, and just that's why like the sets have been like super duper power creepy. You may have noticed that this set isn't very power creepy, but it's very much like spread as much new stuff as we can. It's because apparently they had a new head director for this set, and they're trying to, I think, keep trying to like draw it back in. Power creep is bad. Let's make things cool. Let's try and bring us new things like this mind hack thing, which is really interesting. But yeah, having SR rookies is kind of cool as well, because it's the first time we've had SR rookies, which means that they should get an alt art, which means that people who actually like these Digimon are going to have a really good time collecting them. And by good time, I mean having an expensive time collecting them. The possible 2 SR rookies that are left, if we're only getting the 2. But no, Logamon's also an SR as well. Oh. We're getting 5 SR rookies this set. So, Logamon's an SR. Patamon's an SR. Goemon's an SR, we know that for sure. I'm presuming Agamon's an SR, and I'm also going to presume that Palmon's an SR. And it makes sense because we know that we're getting 4 aces from this set specifically, which is Metal Greymon, Magnetangemon, Lilymon, and Zudamon. So I'm going to presume they've all got SR rookies as well, which would make sense. Yeah. Akio swiftly thought slowly into the process of going deaf and blind as he falls closer to sleep. Either way, Tamers, that's it for today. What's your thoughts? Let us know in the comments. I'm really interested in like what a lot of turned up today, especially with the promos. And yeah, I really want to see what's going on in here. Is Nightmon going to become this aggressive thing again, where like you drop him down and he like nukes the board, or is he going to be a recovery, or is he going to have blocker, or is he going to have alliance? Maybe it could be yellow black. I think he was black red last time. Skull Nightmon, I presume, will be black, but it could be purple black. Morph could be white green, green white, or just white or green. And Chargemon, it would be really cool if he was green blue. So we had access to another multicolored armor for the set. But I mean, if they want to go maybe like red blue, or they want to go purple red again, or they want to just mix up, maybe go purple green, something interesting, and actually make it so maybe it works with armor, or make it work with Imperial, which would be kind of cool as well. And I look forward to when we find out what Rusty does. I have friends who love Tyrannomon. I have a friend who's probably going to like pick up all these as much as they can. Yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys think, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. So peace out and goodbye. I'll see you guys in the future with hopefully more news, and maybe the new thing I've got currently in mind that may or may not take months to do. So either way, have a good night, rest well, and we'll see you soon for more Digimon. Peace out and goodbye.